everyone! Welcome to my channel. So today I am very excited to be unboxing the Cook with Bon Appetit box for October of 2024. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Cook with Bon Appetit, this is a monthly ingredient and recipe box where each month you get 5 new ingredients to try, paired with 5 recipes to go along with the ingredients. This is my 3rd month getting this. This is a brand new box, so it came out 3 months ago. I've been really enjoying this box so far. It's been helping me try new recipes, try new ingredients. And so in the video today, we will unbox everything in the October box, but I'm also gonna review the recipes in the September box now that I've had the chance to try them out. I do pay for this box with my own money, and I will leave a link down below to their website in case you want to subscribe to this box. With that, welcome back to all the SubBox lovers out there. Welcome if you're new. My name is Katrina, and on my channel, I unbox lots of different subscription boxes. So if you like subscriptions, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and let's dive in. I am so happy that you're here hanging out with me today unboxing this box. My cat Mumu is in the background seeing things out of the window, so if you hear little noises, it's probably her. All right, so it comes in this box, Bon Appetit. Are they an online magazine or do they have an actual magazine? I can't remember, but this is under the same umbrella, I believe, as like Allure, GQ, Bon Appetit are all under the same, I think, company umbrella. And when you open it up, that is what it looks like. On top, you get a little pamphlet that goes over all the ingredients inside of the box for the month. Now, I will say last month's and this month's look really similar. I wish they would have picked maybe a different recipe because they look almost identical. One is cod and one is salmon. I did take a peek. Like once your box ships, you can go to the website and you can see what recipes are there for the month if you kind of want to get an idea. So I did sneak peek that. Then you get the recipe cards for the month. Now these are printed on really nice paper, and in your very first box, you will get a little Cook with Bon Appetit. Whoa, oh my goodness. Cookbook binder. So yeah, you can put them in. Now it does say like mains or appetizers or different things like that. And this month, I'm so excited. They've really been taking to the feedback really well. I know people in the comments mentioned having little tabs would be amazing. Well, this month we get tabs in the box, salads and soups, mains, apps and sides, baking and desserts, and drinks and snacks. And it looks like there's some like a dry ingredient measurement conversion on the first one. So we'll have to open up and see if they have different ones. Okay, so we do have different ones. So the first little tab is on the dry ingredient conversions. Then you have a liquid ingredient conversions, a citrus and cheese measurement, oven temperature conversions, and meat and seafood, like temperature gauges to show when they're cooked, I suppose. Internal cooking temperatures. I like that. The only thing that's a little bit weird about it is like, if I'm like, oh, I want to know what the meat one is on, it's on drinks and snacks. So I don't know if I'd think to look there specifically for that, but I do like that they included that as a little bonus. So I'm definitely going to be adding that in to my recipe binder. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is go through by ingredient and then the recipe that goes with that ingredient for each of the products. The very first thing that we get this month is white miso. This is Yamasan white miso. Now, this is cool. The only thing that I don't like about this is last month we had a recipe that called for miso. I am not a regular miso user in the household, so I went and I bought miso. And now we're getting miso in the next month. So my feedback piece for them right now is to curate across boxes better and think about that. Like if we had had this box the month before, and then I would have already had miso to use for the next month. I wish there was a little bit more thought into that. Now, I know some people maybe use miso on a regular basis, but I'm like, I'm worried that like, I don't know when does this expire? I don't actually, does it have an expiration? Does it expire? I don't know. January 10th, 2025. So like, I'm like, that's only a couple months away. Realistically, I now have this whole pot of miso and this. I'm probably not going to use all that unless the recipe calls for a ton, and I'm not sure whether or not it does. So the recipe that goes along with this is miso chicken and green bean stir fry. Yeah, you use 1 tablespoon. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with miso because I have too much now. So again, I don't like that. Last month we needed miso. This month we're getting miso. They should have either spread those recipes further across the months or like flipped the order of the recipes. I will also say I'm looking at the recipes, not many of them feel super fall, but this does sound really good. Yeah, a nice little miso chicken and green bean stir fry. Up next, we have something from Diaspora Co. This is their Pregati turmeric powder. Ooh, okay. I guess this is a fresh and potent, zesty turmeric. And the recipe we have to use that this month is a turmeric caramel cod recipe, which actually sounds really good. I don't eat a lot of fish. I do like salmon, but I'm weird with fish. Like I don't love fish, and sometimes if it's fishy, it really throws me off. Though I do like raw fish. I don't know why I'm weird with cooked fish. So I'm excited. I'm gonna give it a try because I feel like, especially because I'm reviewing this box, and I feel like I'm really reviewing this box. Like I really am enjoying trying the things. Like I'm gonna have to make this. So yeah, I'm excited to get another spice. We did get 2 spices last month. So I feel like was there one the month before potentially? So you do get some spices in here, but I do use turmeric, so I'm excited to have that. I love the packaging on the next item in the box. This is the Yellowbird Blue Agave Sriracha. So I guess it's a agave sweetened take on the hot sauce. Okay, that pulls it back a bit on the tongue numbing heat and balances it with a tangier, fruitier flavor. Ooh, that sounds really, really good. They say that you can like dip chips straight in it if you want to do that. But the recipe this month is strip steak with umami butter sauce. That sounds really, really yummy. Now, actually, I will say, I just realized this does use 2 tablespoons of the miso as well. So I do like that you're using ingredients across recipes. So I will give them that. But it's like, okay, I already have a whole thing of miso that I bought last month. And now I have miso again. So excited about that. Glad that they're using ingredients across recipes, but again, I think they need to think across boxes a little bit better as well. But I love steak, so I'm actually really, really excited to make this. The next ingredient is this here. This is such a cute little packaging here. This is the Fishwife albacore tuna and spicy olive oil. Ooh, that sounds really good. We are definitely tuna eaters in this household, so this sounds delicious. It says buttery tuna packed in Spanish olive oil. Ooh, oh my goodness. And they add a touch of hot paprika, floral white pepper, and a sort of cayenne. Ooh, that sounds delicious. And then the recipe that goes with that is the ultimate tuna melt. I love a tuna melt type sandwich. I love like a tuna sandwich. I know not everybody likes that, but I really do like a tuna sandwich. So that sounds delicious. And I'm really, truly am obsessed with this packaging. It is so cute. All right, last but not least, I have this here. This is from Seed and Mill, and this is their organic tahini. I just realized this now, but it's leaking down the side of the package. So I think that mine isn't sealed all the way. I am gonna reach out to customer service because I don't know how long it's not been sealed for, you know? Yeah, it's not sealed. So again, I mean, this isn't horrible. It's not like it's all over the box, but I am going to reach out to customer service, which is slightly annoying because I was actually gonna make the recipe for this weekend. And now I either will have to use other tahini. I think I have some other tahini that I could probably use for that. The recipe is sweet potatoes with maple tahini, which sounds so good. I got these huge sweet potatoes this week. I get, what is it called here in Virginia? What's the, seasonal roots. They have different ones in different places, but it's basically like where you get like produce from a farm sent to you, from different farms, local farms sent to your door. And I got these huge sweet potatoes. It does call for Okinawa or Japanese sweet potatoes. I'm just using the sweet potatoes that I got. One of them is purple, and this one in the picture is purple. I got a purple and a regular one, and they're like huge sweet potatoes. So, it's probably too much even for this recipe because it calls for 2.5 pounds. I think it might be more than that. But anyway, I'm excited to make this. I'm a little bummed because I was excited to make it now, and now I'm kind of like, I don't really want to use something that's open. So I'll definitely have to let you know in next month's box what their customer service is like for things like that. Hopefully they will replace it and it won't be that big of a deal, but you'll find out next month. I was wondering why my cat was so interested in the box when I opened it up. I think it's because she could smell the tahini. Okay, so that is everything in the October box. I actually, looking at the series of recipes, this all really looks delicious to me. The only one that I'm like, is the cod, but only because I'm not the biggest fish person, but I'm still gonna give it a go. Everything else I'm really excited about. I will say they do use a lot of like scallions as garnish in recipes, and I'm just not super into that. I'd rather save my $2 or whatever and not do that. So that's one edit that I do make to their recipes, but I do try to make them pretty close to what they are, so that I can try them out. So yeah, this is everything in the October box. Again, I wish it was more fall. Like, I feel like maybe the umami steak, I guess the caramel cod could be considered fall. Tuna melt, meh. I guess the sweet potatoes, but like this gives me like summer spring vibes. I don't know, it's not bad. I do wish it was a little bit, and it's not meant to be a seasonal box, but I do wish it would kind of start to correlate that way a little bit more. So yeah, that's October. Let's talk about September's recipes now that I've tried them out. All right, this is in no particular order. It's just whatever order I had them in the binder, and I did move them around at one point. So one of the recipes last month was the hot and tangy tandoori buffalo wings. These are pretty easy to make. It did call for like one of those like wire racks inside of a rack, which I didn't have. I had wire racks and I had them, but my wire racks didn't fit inside. So I went to Home Goods and picked one up for like 12, 11 bucks just so I had one. It is huge. So now I have one. So that was one thing that I didn't take into consideration because you do oven bake these. They were actually really, really good. I enjoyed them. What does it make? It makes 4 to 6 servings. So it was just me and my boyfriend. We didn't eat the whole amount of them, and reheated wings for me just isn't the vibe. Like, I can really only fresh is the way that I like them. So I probably would cut down the recipe if I were to remake it and not make them as big, but I did think that they were fun and they were pretty easy to make. It says it took about 50 minutes. I can't remember how long this one actually took me, but it was pretty straightforward. The next recipe last month was the sushi rice with miso caramel glazed salmon. Again, this called for miso, so I bought the miso and now I'm getting miso, which is a little annoying because, like I said, and yeah, this is probably my favorite recipe. This is something that I could see myself making regularly. My boyfriend really likes salmon. I like salmon. The miso glaze was really, really good. The ingredient for this one was soy sauce, so it wasn't like, I feel like they could have put this in this box with miso, but it was still really delicious. And this, I feel like, is one that could end up in like a regular recipe routine. The next recipe that I made from last month was the summer squash pasta with just enough anchovies. I skipped the anchovies and instead took some of the miso to give it some of the umami, because after the month before where I had used anchovies, I'm just not into anchovies. Y'all recommended getting using anchovy paste, which maybe I'll do in the future, but because I had the miso and I didn't want to spend extra money, I was like, all right, that worked for me. This was honestly delicious. I don't have a big food processor though, so I kind of had to do it kind of in batches, but I really did like the way that it turned out. It was really, really yummy. I don't know if my boyfriend liked this one as much. I think this is a recipe that some people will like and some people won't. I will say that this is a really great way to get kids or anybody to eat vegetables because it creates this really creamy, yummy, salty sauce, a salty sweet sauce, I should say, where you don't really realize that you're eating vegetables as much. Like, if you didn't know, you'd be like, huh, I wonder what this is. I mean, you can taste the squash, but I did really like this recipe. I just feel like it was a kind of messy one. Like, I feel like I've made a mess when I made that, but that could also just be a me problem. All right, up next, the mushroom barley veggie burger. Tasted great. Will never make it again in my life. This took so freaking long to make. They say the total time is 2 hours and 10 minutes to make this, but the thing is that some of the prep work, like, I don't think is included in that time because it says 1 medium onion, finely chopped, 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. So there's some chopping and prepping that happens, and I don't know if that's included in the time because this took me 3 hours. And it was yummy. It was not worth the 3 hours that I put into it. I mean, maybe if you are a vegetarian, it would be worth it, but I'm not. So it was really yummy. I won't be making it again, too much time. And then the grilled Malay broccoli. This was an interesting recipe. I thought it was yummy. It was too spicy for me and my boyfriend. It was like really spicy. It called for 3 green Thai chilies or small serrano chilies, so we went with serrano. And I feel like I maybe should have just done 1 for us. Like, I don't mind spice, but it was just at that level of, when it gets to the level of spice where I start to not being able to taste things, that's when I don't really like it. And I feel like that was borderline there. It also had like raw red onion, like pickled. I don't like red onion, so I actually just roasted it in the oven with the broccoli. It also calls for it to be grilled. I just threw this in the oven. I don't have a grill. So, it was fine in the oven actually. It did taste good. Like I like the flavor. It was just kind of too spicy for me. One thing I'll also suggest for if you get this subscription is there will be sometimes some ingredients that you'll need to buy that you may not have in your pantry and you may not use regularly. I highly recommend, like, and I just use this, I've never actually ordered anything through this company, but going to Instacart and just looking at what the prices are at different stores and picking out where you're gonna buy things. So like one of the recipes called for hazelnuts. So I went and saw, like, for me, the cheapest place was to get that was at like either Wegmans or Food Lion. So like looking and seeing where can you get that the cheapest so that, like, you know, you're not spending too much money trying to get all the ingredients. I will say that for October, looking over the recipes and the ingredients that it called for, I actually have most of the things, minus like I have to go get the proteins obviously, but I have a lot of the stuff already at home, so that makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm really loving this subscription. I think it's a lot of fun. I love that they're taking in the feedback and they're making changes. So I'm curious to kind of see where this subscription goes. I'm really excited to cook the October recipes. I was really excited to start on this weekend, but I don't want to use that tahini. So I'm gonna guess I could still make the steak. We'll have to see. Because I was gonna do the steak with the sweet potato like as a main and a side. So we'll see how that all goes down. And of course, you know, in next month's video, I'll let you know how my customer service experience was. If you've started to get this subscription, let me know, are you enjoying it? What do you like about it? Do you like watching this video? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future uploads. And I'll see you in my next video.